himself to the basket there. And he draws the foul on King Destacamento.
Si Kobe pag nasa loob na wala, nakalimutan mo na. Lakas ng katawan niya, di ba? Even yung first jump niya is almost the same as the second jump.
Former Letran Knight, ito si Kobe Monje. Formerly played for Manila here in the MPBL. We'd like to thank LGR, the official outfitter of the Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Monje though missing on his first free throw. He's only shooting 53.8% from that area this year. Goes 1 for 2 on that trip. 38-27. Coach Raymond Valenzuela on your screens momentarily as you take a look at the turnover story and points off turnovers there.
Right. Yung 8 na yon na nakakuha ng 11 points itong Sarangani. Isa na rin sa mga factor yun kung bakit ito ang score natin. Oh, what a move.
Vicious double cross there shown by Martin Gozum. Everything but the shot. Formento cages Morillo in his tracks and able to draw the foul. He's become a master at that. Ito si John Formento.
Well, a little bit of a slow start here for John. Actually just looking for his teammates. So far has 2 assists. Right now he's on the line. But clearly, this is John Formento's team if you ask me.
This free throw brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas.
Number 1 in minutes played, number 1 in points, number 1 in assists. And that's just how good John Formento has been for Val City.
A product of Colegio de San Lorenzo and St. Clair College, hails from Bacolod City, Negros Occidental. Kababayan ito ni Boss Adel.
Oo. Yung parents yata niya, parang naging teacher ba niya ni Boss
Tama,
Adel?
I think yung mom.
Oh, yung mom, right.
This is a 10-point lead for the Clipper. Gozum goes to Gomez. That's definitely a travel.
Definitely a travel. And you're just surprised a lot of players still commit that, understanding na definitely travel yon. Minsan force of habit no? Muscle memory.
And that's why it's very important that early on, maturuan na agad yung proper footwork.
Correct.
Formento steps into a shot, goes in and out. Destacamento, another rebound for himself. He has 5 so far. Gozum pushing the pace. Morillo, this time he doesn't travel. Gozum, a little hits on the shot. And he misses that 3-pointer. In transition right now, our Val City, Monje goes all the way for the 2 points.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna drive that each and every time. If that post area remains open and he's downhill, look for him to score.
Morillo takes it, could not make it. Nobody else touching the rock on that possession except him. Val City would like to add to their scoring barrage here, but Kim Lo had that ball tapped from behind.
Ball will stay with Val City.
This is our fast break of the game that's brought to you by Extreme X-Play on-the-go speaker. Take your music anywhere. Well, if you're Kobe Monje, you could definitely do that. I mean, you're a high-flying act.
Right.
Strong body, athletic legs. But Formento this time making sure that Valenzuela will take this basket.
Yeah, leads down to 8.
Baseline throw in, Monje triggers in. Morillo was late to the party. Formento just took care of business there. And Valenzuela, no, not just within 8, coach, 6 points. 38-32.
Para sa 100%'ong pag-unlad, para sa 100%'ong pagbabago, para sa 100%'ong paglilingkod, para sa 100%'ong Pinas.
50 tayo! 50 si MP! Nahati mo, si Manny!
Kobe Monje for the Val City Magic had 16 and 9 plus 6 assists against Gensan. What a big boost para dito kay Coach Raymond Valenzuela.
Na napakalaking bagay niya si Kobe Mone. Yung athleticism niya, he can play a wing, he can play a big. If you need rebounds inside, he's gonna be in there.
Second quarter now approaching the halfway point. Halyare could it not hit from the outside.
Pero normally, range niya yun eh, no?
Formento had that ball stolen by Murillo. Forward to Junji. Halyare saying na nahawakan ng isang Valenzuela player, but referee Jay Castroverde saying no, it's clean. It's gonna be Val City basketball.
And this is, I feel this is going to be a challenging night for John Formento because Murillo and J. Mark Magliari are both excellent defenders against them.
8-1 in terms of the steals. Alabanza had bad intentions there against Goy Alves, but not to worry because he gets a second chance and he gets the 2+1 special.
Yeah, staying in control despite the contact. Tried to stuff it, but was able to get the offensive rebound and stick it back in.
Oh boy, trying to take it back a few years ago. J.R. Alabanza still showing us that he has those hops. Just short on that bonus shot.
So, kita mo yung kumpiyansa, lalo na in that Binyan game. It was pretty tough battle inside the paint against the bigs of Binyan. Good pass inside.
Lars Sunga missing on that shot from up close. Formento.
Ganda.
Oh, what a feed. Oh, John O'Malley also could not get it to go. Sa kabila, Lars Sunga had to adjust. He too draws a foul.
Well, ganda ng control sa loob ng paint talaga ni John. He always has his head up as he puts the ball on the floor, plays good on his 2 feet. Got that good pass, sayang lang.
Lars Sunga will try to end the scoreless drought by the Sarangani Gripper. They've been scoreless for the last 4 minutes and counting.
At hindi pa rin ma-take advantage yun ng Val City. They're still down 4.
Well, they're doing it slowly.
Right. Hinay-hinay lang. Oh, man.
0 out of 2 for Lars Sunga. He really has struggled with his free throws this year. That's an illegal screen set by J.R. Ongteco.
I feel may part din doon si John Formento. Hindi pa masyado nakaset up eh. Ginamit na niya kagad. And so Ryan had to make sure natatama yung screen, and that's why he got called for that foul.
And that's very important, Coach, that the ball handler and the screen setter are in sync.
Eh, pag masyado ka maaga, problema. Masyado kang late, minsan problema din.
Magliari, step back jumper, no good.
Oh, wow.
Kobe Monhe into their front court. Monhe no looks a pass. Kim Lo with a reverse.
Good read by Kim Lo. He understands that Kobe's gonna go right. He doesn't have that space that he needs, and so he's gonna go under.
And the scoreless run continues here for the Gripper.
Wow.
That miss by Junji Halyare just adds to the woes. Formento gets it out to J.R. Ongteco. They have a chance to tie or take the lead. Monhe sees Alabanza underneath. Alabanza took his time. Oh, he misses. That could have tied the game at 38. Magliari quickly into their front court. Magliari draws the foul. And Kim Lo will give up the personal. This is our assist of the game brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. 1xBet, your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Kobe Monhe showing us that he can also dish the basketball.
Yeah. Ganda ng depensa ni Junji Halyare doon. He tried to stop that drive by Kobe Monhe, but somebody's got to cover the backside, and they didn't see Kim Lo on that curl.
Magliari averaging close to 9 points per game this season for Coach John Callios. 5.4 assists and 2.2 rebounds as well. And Magliari finally puts an end to the scoreless run of the Sarangani Gripper.
But they gotta improve on their field goal makes though. I mean, bumababa yung field goal percentage nitong Sarangani. Good pass.
Formento takes his time. Nobody was on him. That's a three-pointer para kay John Formento.
32% three-point shooter, and you can't leave him that wide open.
40-39. Destacamento quickly to Junji Halyare. Lo commits the bump. That's gonna be free throws para kay Junji Halyare.
No, that's just the fourth, I think. So there'll be a sideline out of bounds.
Okay,
So that's
my mistake. There you see Kit Jimenez, the injured star of the Sarangani Gripper. We wish to see him on the court soon.
yeah. He's played in 3 games. Played 19 minutes, pero ang average nasa 5 points lang.
He struggled in his return.
Oh yeah.
At di nakatulong yung injury.
Yeah. And the hope really was that in that game nila na yon, makabalik na siya, kaya lang na-injure naman.
Monje from downtown. Halyare snatches it from the sky. Halyare gives it up. There's a cutter on the baseline. That's J. Mark Malyari, but Bringas has it now against Alabanza. Bringas being patient. Cross court.
Nice
Malyari
pass.
leaves it. Oh, blocked up top by J.R. Alabanza. But Sarangani gets it back. Halyare will take the 2.
Oh, and you see Alabanza telling the other guys, come on now, gotta get back. We still don't have the possession yet. What a good stop though by Alabanza.
42-39. It could have been an opportunity right now for Valenzuela to take the lead. Instead, all they can do is tie here or get to within a point. Alabanza knocks it down from inside the arc. Well, J.R. Alabanza has been playing inspired basketball, coach.
Yeah, shooting really good. 4 out of 8, 50% from the field.
9 points in the game for the former UE Red Warrior. Nice pass once again. Malyari, though, was stopped. Monje gets bumped by Halyare but still finishes through it. No foul called. Laban kay Halyare.
And 2 very similar players at that moment, Junji Halyare and Kobe Monje, but Kobe winning that one.
Malyari uses the Alves screen. Malyari spins. Couple of pivots. Oh, the Houdini! J. Mark Malyari somehow, some way gets it to Koy Alves.
Talk about the look-away pass. Boy, this battle between J. Mark and John Formento has really been something else.
2 very heady point guards going at it. And the answer by John Formento, a basket for himself that gives Val City back the advantage, 45-44. Take a look at this. Ball was tapped by Malyari. He was unfazed, talking about John Formento. Still was able to recover and went up for that basket. That triggers the timeout by Coach John Calios.
Para sa 100%'ong pag-unlad, para sa 100%'ong pagbabago, para sa 100%'ong paglilingkod, para sa 100%'ong Pinas.
50 tayo! 50 si MB! Kahati mo, si Manny!
The West Arena is our venue for our Tuesday triple header dito sa Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino. Avi Palanya on the call, joined by Coach Mike Perez and Ms. Lyra Punsalan. Currently, we have a tight one between Valseti and Sarangani. 24 seconds remaining in the first half. Shot clock at 14 for the Gripper. Malyari gets a pass to Diputado. Leaner is good. That's off the timeout para sa Sarangani Gripper. 10 seconds left. Justin Alfonso is in the game for the first time. Vigil has 5 to work with. Vigil gets it to Alfonso. Corner pocket 3. Asado malakas. So that was an open look galing kay Justin Alfonso.
That was a good look though, in the corner. And they tried to use Louis Vigil as a decoy, but Alfonso didn't knock it down.
I feel like they got in too late into their half-court set.
Right.
Didn't really have a lot of time to work with. That's going to do it for our first half. The Gripper maintaining a lead here, but just by one, 46-45 over Val City.
Para sa 100%'ong pag-unlad, 15 si Manny. Para sa 100%'ong pagbabago, 15 si Manny. Para sa 100%'ong paglilingkod, 15 si Manny. Para sa 100%'ong Pinas,
50 tayo! 50 si MB! Kahati mo, si Manny!
Para sa atlitang Pilipino.
Para sa kabataang Pilipino.
Para sa kababaihan, para sa pamilyang Pilipino.
Para sa kinabukasan. At ito po ang MPBL Party List number 77 sa balota.
Lagi mong sinisiguradong patas. Lagi mong inuuna kung anong dapat. Hindi mo kayang malunok ang katotohanang marami pa rin tayong kababayang gutom at walang tahanan. Kaya hindi ka tumigil sa paglaban. Harapin ang kahirapan. Tulungan ang nangangailangan. Basagin ang korupsyon na kanilang nakasanayan. Sa loob at labas, man ng Pinas, bakas na bakas ang iyong tapang puksain ang mga problema ng bansa. Gamit ang lakas, gamit ang isip, gamit ang puso. Kung para sa mamamayang Pilipino, si MP, wala yang sinisino. Manny Pacquiao.
You're still watching Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. It is halftime of our main game between the Sarangani Gripper and Val City Magic. Our halftime score is 46-45 in favor of Sarangani Grippers. My name is Lyra Punsalan at kasama ko po ngayon ang Sarangani Gripper Team Manager Sir Andrew Bellarmino and Val City Magic Assistant Coach Matthew Sia. Mag-umpisa po tayo with Team Manager Andrew Bellarmino. Sir, Sarangani is doing so well so far. Paano nakatulong yung sinabi niyong team building for them to have that mentality today?
Actually, malaking bagay yung team building kasi nabubuo ngayon yung grupo no? Yung camaraderie, yung mga problema na nangyari during yung past games namin. So, unti-unti namin nasosolve. Siguro ito na nga yung resulta nung team building namin nung Holy Week. Then, ito, yung first half, medyo maganda yung nilaro namin. Hopefully, magtuloy-tuloy kami.
Any greetings?
Okay. Pasalamatan namin yung sponsors namin, no? Gripper Motorcycle Tires, Sogo, RK Hoops, Food Coma Manila, 69 Pong, Sol Sporting Goods, Red Dynasty, Jacob Hats, Viton, Attorney Vince and Art Saga, Attorney Gerald Chavez, Guerrero Archers Batch, and Am Lopez. Hello.
Thank you so much, Sarangani Gripper Team Manager Andrew Bellarmino. And now to my right side, we have the Val City Magic Assistant Coach Matthew Sia. Sir, you're only down by 1 point now in facing Sarangani Grippers. Ano pa yung mga plano nating adjustments to be able to keep up for the second half of the game?
Yeah, first of all, we need to stop their transition offense, no? Nakakarami silang fast break. And second, yung 3-point shots nila pumapasok. So we need to close out better. And we need to, sa offense naman, we need to pass the ball and share the ball and trust the system.
Any greetings?
First of all, I would like to greet Mayor Wes Gatchalian, Pure Blends, Sure Homes Realty, YPS Clothing Trading, Anytime Fitness Fatima Valenzuela, Accredited Wellness and Pain Clinic, DCG Steel, Ever Gourmet Corporation, Pablings Fatima Valenzuela Branch, Shoebest, VA Sports, Perez Pares Valenzuela, Frame Manila, Unlimited Coffee. And binabati ko rin yung Bautista and Lomotan family and Sia family.
Maraming salamat, Sir Matthew Sia, the Assistant Coach of Val City Magic. Magbabalik po ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League.
Fastest line, makakashoot mula sa baseline, free throw at three-point line. Mag-uwi natin sa tapos mula sa shoot rest. First contestant natin si Rico Bernas. Alright, Rico. Mula sa baseline, then sa free throw, and last sa three-point line. Maramihan ang mag-shoot mula sa tatlong spots. Okay, Rico. Let's go. That's one. And that's it. That's the 3 points. And that's it for Rico Velez. That's a baseline, that's a free throw. Up next is Tony. There we go. All right, Tony, 1 minute. That's one. And 2. 40 seconds. 30 seconds. Last 10. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Thank you very much, Tony. Up next is Jason Bonador. All right, Jason, 1 minute. All right, 2. 3 points down. So ball around shoot. 30 seconds. Fifteen seconds. 10. 5. Again. 57 seconds. All right, Jason. Fourth contestant natin si Robin Martilia. All right, Robin, 1 minute, go. Thirty seconds. And 3 points. Last 20 seconds. Akayana, 50 seconds. Fastest time so far. That's a contestant si Gian Arquion. All right, Gian, 1 minute. 40 seconds on. Last 30 seconds. Roll again. And then ating pinakabilis sa player ng ating winner, si Gian Arcan. Congratulations, Gian. Mag-uwi ka ng sapatos mula sa US. Ladies and gentlemen, ito ang ating Suzuki Halftime Acquisition Challenge. Sila ng mechanics, bawat isang may mga tempo na sa half-court line. At kapag naisyon nila mag-uwi sila ng brand new Suzuki Birdman. First contestant si Marvin S22. Alright, Marvin, let's go, Marvin! Thank you very much, Marvin. Up next, si Ray Ancheta. Alright, Ray. Good luck, Ray. Thank you very much, Ray. Up next, si Balta Summer. Ang Hanate. Alright, Balti. Good luck. And thank you very much, Active Runner Suzuki. Halftime Acquisition Challenge brought to us by Suzuki. Dito sa mga sa kapatid ng MPBL. With Suzuki Honda para magmotor.
Para sa 100% pag-unlad, 15 si Manny. Para sa 100% pagbabago, 15 si Manny. Para sa 100% paglilingkod, 15 si Manny. Para sa 100% Pinas,
50 tayo! 50 si MB! Kahati mo, si Manny!
Nagbabalik ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang Liga ng Bawat Pilipino. It's halftime between Sarangani and Val City, with the Gripper maintaining a solitary point lead against the Magic, 46-45.
Well, Sarangani's percentages really went down, no? Maganda rin yung recovery ng Val City, pero yung pondo nila pagdating sa points of turnovers really helped them, secure this much number of scoring. Inside points, 20 and 24 in favor of Val City. That helped them a lot, lalo na when they came back later on. Really good control inside the paint para dito sa Val City.
It was a tale of two quarters in the first half para sa parehong kupunan. Sarangani got off to the better start, but Val City able to outscore ito Sarangani Gripper 21-13 in quarter number 2, behind the performances of John Formento and JR Alabanza.
Well, ito naman comparative, no? Makita mo, ang key difference dyan to me would be the 3-point makes. I mean, normally itong Sarangani would be in the high of 8 and 7 makes per game, pero right now, baliktad eh. It's Val City that's actually got 8 makes and 3-pointers per game. But really, the better scoring team would be Val City, and defensively, they too are better at stopping opponents in that area.
Well, let's see which team will get the upper hand in the second half. Isa lang ang lamang dito ng Sarangani Gripper. Koy Alves was off to a fantastic start para sa kanyang kupunan, as well as RV Bringas. Both of those guys combining for 25 points in the first 2 quarters para sa Sarangani Gripper. While on the other side, Formento and Alamanza with 10 and 9. Monje has 7. Napes has 6.
Yeah. Tsaka crucial yung dalawang sunod na 3-pointers na yun ni Napes. Nakatulong yun na malaki para dito sa Val City, as nagbibuild na ng malaking momentum yung Sarangani that time.
We now start our third period here. Alves, Malyari, Diputado, Halyare, and RV Bringas, the 5 on the floor for Coach John Calios. They turn it over, picked up by Kobe Monje. Jesalem for 3. Yes, sir!
Yeah. Again, Val City is back to this very strong offensive 5 on the floor. Remember, we talked about this earlier in the second quarter.
Diputado now trying to lose it to John Formento. They get a stop. Formento forward to Jesalem. A nice recovery from behind. Galing kay J. Mark Malyari.
Yeah, and with Formento at the point guard position para din sa Val City, kailangan dumepensa itong Sarangani.
Jesalem getting a nice handoff there, galing kay Kobe Monje to begin the scoring festivities here in the third quarter.
Gusto mo doon catch and shoot no? Wala nang hesitation. He missed some shots earlier, but you gotta keep on shooting if you're an offensive player. Side ball screen.
Formento gets hit from behind, but it was on a pass that was intended para kay John Umali.
Yeah. And that's how good John Formento has been. I mean, at the very last moment, you wouldn't know what he's gonna do. Is he gonna put the ball on the floor again and drive, or dish off, or take a shot? Very unpredictable, John Formento.
This time he'll go for the three. That one's long. The tap goes to RV Bringas. Bringas and Formento were once teammates in Bataan. Alves saw the reverse. That one's short. He gets another rebound. Diputado could not finish at the basket.
Run again. Good defense.
Malyari playing the passing lanes well. J-Mark will not set it up and go to the cup, off the glass and in para kay J-Mark Malyari.
Nakita mo ba yung lumay up na nakayuko?
Kaya
Hindi
nga
pa pumapasok yung mukuna.
Di nakatingin sa basket eh.
Pambihira.
We're all tied up at 48. Formento tried to get it to J.R. Alabanza, who was not looking. He was already getting ready for a possible offensive rebound.
Yun naman ang requirement kung kakampi mo si John Formento. Kailangan alam mo kung papasa o hindi.
And this is our Gixer. Great move of the game. Born for greatness. J-Mark Malyari nakatingin sa taas pero hindi pa pumapasok, nakatingin na sa baba.
Parang nahiyang papasok.
RV Bringas getting 2 points there, giving Sarangani back the lead. That's now 13 points in the game for the big man. Formento faces up against Malyari. These two have really engaged each other in a nice showdown.
Right. And the way that itong si John Formento actually plays on the post, you could tell ina-idolize rin si Kobe Bryant. Ganda ng footwork even in the other games that we covered, right?
Particularly in that game against Basilan where they almost won against the Viva Port Masters.
Bigat nung nila.
Halyare fakes out Kobe Monje and gets the basket.
And he really had to work for that shot. 4 points in the game.
Umali, free for three. Could not hit that time. Sarangani susubukan muling tumakbo. Nobody stopping the basketball, but Alabanza was right there to help out and prevent the shot.
Positional mismatch.
Malyari able to draw the foul on Kobe Monje.
Yeah. And Kobe Monje really tried to keep in step pero mas mabilis pa rin yung footwork.
This is our play of the game brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. 1xBet, your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. That's Junji Halyare.
Yeah, he actually sold that with the eye. Yung tingin pataas, akala titira na and finish it off with a little up and under and a step through.
Malyari makes the first free throw.
Veteranong guardia rin talaga to si J-Mark.
11 markers in the game para kay J-Mark Malyari. 54-50. Jesalem, quick trigger. Mintis yun. Forward to J-Mark Malyari. He will fly, but he will not score. Formento. Jesalem tried to get it quickly to Alabanza, and Malyari, there's nobody in front of him.
No way he's gonna miss that second time around. Kanina meron depensa sa harapan niya. Medyo na-challenge ng konti.
And feeling that the defense was not yet set para sa kanyang kupunan, he commits the foul. I don't think he was ready as well. And I also think that he needs a substitution as we take a look at this fast break of the game brought to you by Extreme Cool Air Conditioners. Ang Extreme Magpalamig, free installation for split type air conditioners.
Tsaka dalawang baba yun, diretso yung ginawa niya. He got gassed.
So Charles Caliano will come in his stead. They get the stop here. Halyare still goes for the three. Rolls off the rim. Caliano, the offensive rebound, gets the 2 points. Instant impact for Charles Caliano.
Definitely, Charles Caliano can play a lot of ball. We've seen that from last season, and right now he's really just continuing it.
A miss from Halyare, the offensive rebound by Caliano, the fake, and the basket. All in one play para kay Charles Caliano. And this is now an 8-point lead for the Gripper. Arby Bringas in that game against Pasay had 11 of his 16 points in the third quarter. He also had 9 rebounds and a couple of dimes. And in this game, Arby Bringas has already had 3 3-point shots. He has 13 points in this game.
And that's just about a new dimension that we see in this game.
Let's go courtside to Miss Lyra Punsalan, who has more on Arby Bringas.
Kung may mahalagang reminder daw ang Sarangani Grippers sa isa't isa, yan ay huwag magsisihan in their lapses and their losses. And that's why for RV Bringas, malalim daw ang respeto nila in trust in their game plan because they have that nothing to lose mindset that allows them to power through from a humble, quiet confidence. At this point, very hungry na daw sila for their first ever victory, which he believes na makukuha na nila after those tireless days of training. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat, Lyra. Sarangani is still winless in 7 games. They're looking good here against a very loaded Val City squad who is playing on their home floor.
Low block.
Caliano, quick spin to the baseline. Nasaraduhan sa doon ni Salem. Diputado on the handoff, knocks down the jumper.
And making himself available for that short pass by Caliano over to Diputado.
Lead back up to 8. Alabanza, quickly to Formento. JR gets it back.
Galing.
Sees Kyle Napes, who was open momentarily. Napes will go to the line for 2 shots.
And all that movement was actually generated by John Formento. He drew a second defender on the ball, released that ball, helped rotates, finds Napes, with the recovery defender was late.
Napes with 6 points in this game. He had 2 3-point shots in the first half. Only had 5 markers in that game against Gensan. This free throw of the game brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. Napes missing on that first free throw. Valenzuela only with attempts 7 and 8 at the line here compared to the 15 attempts of Sarangani in this game. 0 out of 2.
Wow.
Ito si Kyle Napes.
That's quite rare.
Caliano turns the corner. The bounce pass to Alves. Could not get it at the basket. Napes gets rebound number 6. Monje is ahead of the pack. That's a good foul given up by Lars Sunga.
He didn't want to start that run. Parang 4 yung nandun na puti kanina eh. Pwedeng takbuhan sa kabila. So, pretty good foul to give up. But you get your 4th, and so you're 1 away from penalty. You gotta take care of your fouls now and defend without fouling.
The Gripper will be meted with a warning for improper bench decorum. Val City will now have to get their offense from their half court. Formento, jumper on the way. That's money para kay John Formento.
Right. And the momentarily cage that he had on Galliano was enough for him to make that shot.
This is like a master class in 2-men gaming para dito kay John Formento, using that ball screen to his advantage and using Charles Caliano as a block. 60-54 is the count.
Para sa 100%'ong pag-unlad, para sa 100%'ong pagbabago, para sa 100%'ong paglilingkod, para sa 100% Pinas.
50 tayo! 50 si ME! Kahati mo, si Manny!
Check out our Dixer, fan of the game, born for greatness. Fans of the game pala. Good sized crowd here for Tuesday evening dito sa West Arena in Valenzuela City. John Formento has been spectacular this season for Val City. It was no different in that game against Gensan where he helped his team to that victory against the Warriors. 22 points in that one. Tonight, John Formento sizzling once again for the Magic. 14 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists.
Tsaka very impressive yung shooting, both from the field, on the perimeter, on the threes, even on the free throws. And so he knows when he's gonna take his shots.
Diputado naupo pa sa ere doon. That's a quick score off the timeout for the Gripper. One thing that they needed to quell the fire here that Val City is starting to burn, but Kyle Napes with the answer on the other side.
And good read by Kyle Napes right there. Quick decision making as well. Trying to get some points inside and going glass.
Sarangani is in the penalty. Diputado with that push shot. Left that one short. Alabanza quickly to Formento, and Formento will make sure that they get those 2 points.
And this is how they're gonna come back. I mean, very quickly advancing that ball in every opportunity that they can on a make or a miss.
62 to 58, and they get the steal here. There's a kick ball. That's going to be in favor of Val City. That's off the foot of RV Bringas.
Yep. And that's what, 6-7 turnovers already that they forced on Sarangani. And that's pretty good defense, if you ask me.
Jesalem will come off the floor in favor of Louis Vigil. Just down by 4 here are the Magic. Vigil goes to work right away. Fade away jumper is short. Barely grazing iron on that shot. Diputado pushing and pushing. Diputado goes all the way. That's going to be 2 free throws para kay Rev Diputado.
And I think they're trying to take advantage of, they feel there's a mismatch right there positionally with Louis Vigil checking on Diputado. Foot speed, maaring advantage si Diputado doon, ano? Kasi may hamstring ang iniinda itong si Louis Vigil.
We'd like to thank LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. Diputado trying to get to 6 points. He's now at 5 with that made free throw. A former National University Bulldog, also a former member of the national youth team. Together with the likes of Andre Caracot, Jay Javelosa. That was a team that was mentored by, I believe it was Coach Eric Altamirano at that time.
Oh, okay.
If I'm not mistaken. J.R. Labanza getting it on the reverse there.
Gotta get back defensively though.
13 points in the game for the big man. 64 to 60. Sunga left all alone. That's off to the right.
Ooh.
Oh, that ball was tapped away from Alabanza, who already had the rebound.
Yeah, quick hands by, was that Koy? A good steal.
But the quick draw of the foul here by John Formento, wasting no time in getting into their offense. This is what happened. Here's the miss by Sunga. Yeah, I think those long arms by Koy Alves caused Alabanza to lose it.
Right. You can't be that complacent securing the defensive rebound because importante yan eh. Yan ang panapos mo sa depensa. If you don't get that, you know, you're not playing defense. That's why teams who get allow a lot of offensive rebounds, you're actually not playing defense.
In and out on the first free throw. It is John Formento. He's 1 out of 3 from the line tonight.
Struggle yan, 84% free throw shooter.
He goes 1 for 2 there. His team down by 5. Charles Caliano trying to make something happen. Flip shot by Destacamento won't go. In trouble underneath, kicks it out. Diputado sets for 3. No good. Offensive rebound to Lars Sunga. There's the double that comes from Napes. Alves, short jumper. Off the back rim. Diputado, the offensive rebound. The smallest guy on that side of the floor para sa Sarangani.
I was gonna say the same. You know, littlest guy on the floor, securing that rebound.
68-61. 3 minutes and change remaining here in the third. Vigil couldn't get it inside to Alabanza. Napes flashes, makes himself available. Tried to get a pass back to JR.
Yeah. Would have been better off with the pass up high than a bounce down low.
3 red shirts in the vicinity of the basketball, and yet Rev Diputado still able to get the rebound.
Bigat dun kinaliwa.
Caliano, a little hesitation off the glass and in. What about the quality minutes of Charles Caliano here in the third quarter, Coach Mike?
Yeah, like what I said earlier, you're actually not losing quality minutes with Caliano in there. You have to remember from last year, he was the primary point guard. Koy Alves on the finish.
Nice bounce pass delivered there by Lars Sunga. Balik sa double digits ang lamang. Vigil on a fishing expedition. That's just going to be a baseline throw and no foul called against Sarangani. This is our assist of the game, brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. 1xBet, your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Alves pulls down the rebound. Tumatakbo dito ang Sarangani and Formento will give up the foul.
That's his first. Yeah.
And only the third team foul here for the Magic. Sarangani has been in the penalty for quite some time. Coach Raymond Valenzuela not happy with the way his team has been performing. Ball tap from behind, it will stay with the gripper.
Ang maganda dito, since maganda nilalaro ni Caliano, nakakapagpahinga si J. Mark Malyarin. So when you need him on the fourth quarter, you know, he's gonna come in fresh.
Sunga against Louis Vigil. Sunga trying to test the metal of that defense of the former UST Tiger. At may foul na may tatawag laban sa Sarangani to stop the fast break. However, that's not a good decision.
Right. At saka doon sa post-up na yon, well, the idea is to try and attack Vigil because of his hamstring, maybe mobility. Pero post-up yun eh, hindi naman yung length of the floor defense. And so, you know, keep, you know, bumping him. Eh, matibay rin yung pundasyon nito ni Louis Vigil. So it's tough to try and dislodge him.
Vigil with 5 points so far in this game, 7 rebounds as well to his name. Good way for him to get himself going. To shoot free throws.
Well, his shooting percentage has not been so good from the field. He's 2 out of 9, merely 22%. He's roughly good for how many ba? Around 40%.
Formento beats 3 white shirts to the rebound. So another try here for Valenzuela. Napes too strong on the 3-point shot. Diputado against Lester Alvarez. Diputado gets it up and in.
Wow. The moment that Lester Alvarez twisted his hip and allowed that post area down low to open up, he was already in trouble.
Diputado saw that seam and went full steam ahead. Napes could not go up high to block that shot.
Yeah. And every time, kung ikaw ang defender at yung shoulder ng binabantayan mo is nasa chest mo, you're late. So you gotta stay in front.
It's 28-17 here in the quarter. Ongteco against Koy Alves. That's solid defense until that moment where Koy Alves gave up the foul.
Sayang, ang ganda na ng depensa. And ang ano pa dyan is penalty na ito pareho, yung dalawang teams natin with 1:43 remaining.
Well, the penalty situation is something that Val City has not really been able to fully exploit on Sarangani because the gripper have been in the penalty since, I think, if I'm not mistaken, the 5-minute mark.
Right, 5-minute mark. It was roughly about that time. Yeah, I was gonna say earlier na dapat, you know, puro attack on the paint na eh, puro gut action na, pero they still went to their shots outside.
And you heard some cheers from the crowd because Coach John Canalios has now summoned Richard Velces from the Sarangani bench. He's now at the scorer's table.
Okay.
Checking in at the next dead ball. That's a tough shot. Rep Diputado,
Oh my God.
improvisation at its finest.
Are you kidding me? That's the second time he's done that this game.
And Destacamento almost got the three-point play opportunity. Well, Sarangani is certainly riding on a high momentum in this third quarter.
And they're doing this with J Mark on the floor, on the bench. Look at that.
The drive inside, the crossover, and then the hop to the middle, finishing with the left hand. I don't know how he did it, but I'm sure he did.
Yeah. Off leg, take off, left hand finish, going left for a right-handed guy. Man.
And the degree of difficulty, because he was a little bit farther away than usual from the basket for an ordinary layup.
Right. He was fading to that left side of the floor.
My goodness. Rev Diputado churning in a nice performance tonight for Sarangani.
Well, 14 points on 6 of 11 shooting.
He only had 7 in their last game against Pasay. SLM is back in the game. Step to the side, three-pointer. Also ends up on the left side of the basket. Quick shot there to the dismay of Coach Bam Ledesma. Caliano.
This guy's really done
Eye
a
to
good
eye
job.
with Kobe Monje. The step through, just short there. 15 ang hinahabol dito ng Valenzuela. And they're the highly favored team in this game.
That's right.
Napes against Belches. Could not finish, gets his own miss. Napes loses it. And Diputado almost got another Houdini moment, but he gets it back. Diputado, nice pass to Destacamento, who gets the reverse.
Boy, and this combo of Caliano and Diputado is a welcome surprise for Sarangani.
Indeed. Very unlikely for these guys to put on these much points.
Okay.
Look at that, the distribution and the finish. Diputado and Destacamento, double D. Ongteco makes the first free throw.
And this is a combined 18 points altogether for Diputado and Caliano, and the shooting's been pretty good between those two. 75% for Caliano and 50% here for Diputado.
It's the second time in this game that Sarangani has been able to breach the 30-point barrier. Already up to 35 points here in quarter number 3.
And, you know, I guess one thing that's good for Val City, they got the entire fourth to come back.
10 seconds to go. Last shot time for the gripper. Can Diputado still work his magic? That time it's blocked. Sunga on the offensive rebound. No bounce on the shot. Ball is tapped. And Ongteco will not have time for an attempt. Just when we thought that this game was already going to be a nip and tuck affair, Sarangani just coming out in that second half of the third quarter. Of course, sparked by this guy, J. Mark Malyari. These are the highlights of the game, by the way, brought to you by SIP Plus, the official hydration partner of the MPBL. Elevate your hydration.
And ang laki ng difference from a bench points stat line, all because of this guy right here and the contribution of Caliano.
Rev Diputado, what a game he's had so far. One of the guys that has really sparked this big rally for Sarangani in the third quarter. They're up by 15 against the Magic.
Para sa 100%'ong pag-unlad, 15 si Manny. Para sa 100%'ong pagbabago, 15 si Manny. Para sa 100%'ong paglilingkod, 15 si Manny. Para sa 100%'ong Pinas,
50 tayo! 50 si MD! Hati mo, si Manny!
Check out the special deal from 1xBet when you scan the QR code and claim your special offer. Welcome back to this game between the Sarangani Gripper and the Val City Magic. Before we move on with the game, let's check out our LGR fan outfit of the game, brought to you by LGR, the official outfitter of the Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League.
And what a huge turnaround in the third quarter. From a 13-point output, Sarangani goes 33. That's a plus 20 output, no?
A way to bounce back, as you mentioned, Coach. 33 in the first and the third quarter. In Val City, they're scoring going down as we go late into this game.
Yeah. And Val City is supposed to be the better defensive team, but you know, Sarangani is making them pay on their miscues. Oh, wow.
Oh, Rev Diputado just continues his escape act in this one.
Everybody forgot about number 18 on Sarangani, and Rev's been pretty much having his way against everyone.
14 points in the game for the former NU Bulldog. Ongteco able to get those 2 points over King Destacamento. Very much manageable lead as you take a look at Jer Ongteco's mom watching on here, supporting her son.
Yeah.
What was her name again, Coach?
Grace Ongteco.
Grace.
Well, Grace is actually a high school batchmate of an office mate in Chel Bracamonte. Oh, good steal.
Monje gets it off the glass. Was not quite sure what he was going to do with the basketball. 11 ang hinahabol nila dito. They need stops.
Yeah, pero maganda tong start nila ng fourth quarter. Kailangan balikan lang ng patuloy na depensa at makascore sa kabila.
Again, Diputado with a scoop and the score. Rev Diputado. My goodness. Breakout game this season para kay Rev Diputado.
And he's asking to be subbed, but you know, he's done really good for Sarangani in this game. He deserves this rest.
Kobe Monje will answer with a 2-pointer of his own.
He's gonna get one more before he goes out, I'm telling you.
Diputado now has Umali on him. A couple of crossovers. The jumper, Diputado, masyado malakas.
Oo. Pagod na nga.
And that ball was tapped. It was off the foot of a Valenzuela player. The initial call was Valenzuela ball. But referee Jay Castroverde rushing to the scene and correcting the initial findings. This is our play of the game, brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. 1xBet, your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Rev Diputado has certainly been feeling a lot more game tonight, Coach Mike.
And you know what they did? They put in a bigger John O'Malley on him, but still, same thing. Couldn't stop him.
Charles Caliano almost getting a highlight play there off the Pinoy step.
You gotta stop the dribble penetrations if you're Val City.
Formento got stripped from behind, but Malyari might have gotten some of the wrist.
Well, a good thing if you're Coach John Calles is, you know, you've got this 3-guard rotation now with J. Mark Malyari, Caliano, and Rev Diputado. Rev gets a little rest, probably will come back around the 5-minute mark, and you'll get either Caliano or J. Mark Malyari, some breather.
Now, RV Bringas and Koy Alves come back in. This dynamic duo in the front court.
Yeah.
In the starting unit, these two have really set the tone para sa Sarangani.
Yeah.
Ang ganda ng pagkakapasa-pasa ng produksyon ng Sarangani sa laro na to, Coach.
So literal, they're doing it by a committee, and that guy right there has been, you know, a sensational showing in this game.
Diputado was scoreless in the first half, Coach.
Yeah.
All of his 16 points came here in the second half.
And even impressive shooting, yun ang nakakaano dun eh. What, 50%? 7 of 14.
83-73. Now Valenzuela putting on some pressure defense in the backcourt.
Nakakita mo yung kumpiyansa ngayon ni Caliano eh, no? Nagko-command na eh.
Bringas gets it out to Gozum. Gozum loses it. It will stay with their squad with 3 on the shot clock. Malyari inbounds to Caliano. Gozum for 3. That one was blocked. Valenzuela will now run. Vigil on the left side. Tumigil, no look pass. Kobe Monje for 2.
Chipping away, slowly but surely. Katulad ng binanggit mo kanina, Javi. You know, walang biglaan, unti-untiin lang. Now you're down only 8.
83 to 75. Check out our assist of the game brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. 1xBet, your choice, your victory. You more game with 1xBet.
Ganda ng pagkakapasa, look away, and Kobe Monje. All he has to do is put it in.
What a way to get your first assist of the game. Talking about Louis Vigil. Again, 83 to 75. 8 ang hinahabol dito ng Magic.
Para sa atletang Pilipino.
Para sa kabataang Pilipino.
Para sa kababaihan, para sa pamilyang Pilipino.
Para sa kinabukasan. At ito po ang MPBL Party List number 77 sa balota.
Babalik ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino. We're still live from the West Arena in Valenzuela City, where the Val City Magic are looking to make a comeback here against the visiting Sarangani Gripper. Captain Marbel, Commissioner Kenneth Duremdes in attendance together with Operations Head Emerson Oreta. Halyare missing on the three-point shot. May pagkakataon na dito ang Valenzuela na makascore muli. And Formento draws the foul there against J. Mark Malyari. These two have been featured in such a heated exchange in the point guard spot sa laro na to.
Yeah. And J. Mark has actually made it difficult for John Formento offensively by defending him real good.
Formento from downtown, wala. And by heated exchange, by the way, I don't mean they've been exchanging blows physically,
Right.
but the way that they've been playing on the floor, impressive showing from these two guards.
All skill and compete lang.
Correct. There's a foul on the loose ball. I think John Umali will be the one called for this one. First personal laban kay Umali. Also the first on Valenzuela here in the fourth quarter. Under 7 minutes to play in this game. Malyari turns the corner,
Ganda.
makes the pass. The fake by Bringas, another fake, and goes up and was fouled.
Ganda ng pasahan nila. I mean, John or Jamar, these guys have really done well on the point guard.
Bringas will take 2 shots. Well, it seems, Coach, that the team building that they went on during the break was really very helpful.
Agree. I mean, you know, role-wise, expectations have been, to my understanding, clearly defined. And this is a different type of Sarangani team that we're seeing right now.
Different from previous iterations. There you see Kit Jimenez, supposedly the face of this franchise this season, but is recovering from an injury. We hope to see him back on the floor soon.
Yeah. Ang mga what if dyan is, what if Kit was here and John Ferment was playing this way and Louis Vigil is shooting the way he is?
That would certainly be a sight to behold for us fans.
Oh, yeah. Let alone the performance of J.R. Alabanza on the big side.
Vigil sees Umali cutting. Vigil steps out to the three-point line. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Formento wants a clear out. He goes right. Formento, the sidestep. The floater is good para kay John Formento.
Right through the gut of the defense. I mean, not minding who's out there. Really just trusting his skill to be able to finish.
20 points in the game for the former Negros Muscovado and Bataan Riser. 84 to 77.
Post up.
Bringas against Alabanza. Bringas settles for the jumper. No good, but it looked like a pass to Junji Halyare. 2 points para sa Sarangani Gripper. Formento sees nobody home. Bounces it off Malyari on the last second recovery attempt.
Yeah. Ganda ng vision din ni John Formento.
Take a look at this last play. Bringas was off the mark on the shot, and there to save the day, coming in from the outside, Junji Halyare getting the 2 points for the Gripper. Umali misses on the elbow jumper.
He's back.
Diputado, yep, he's back in the game. Alves, no shot available there. Bringas loses it. Formento wants it, but Vigil looks like he'll take it all the way.
Ooh.
Close, but not quite. Para kay Louis Vigil, he'll have to get it at the line.
John already had that space on the foot race, but Louis Vigil was really set on finishing that end of the floor.
Vigil only with 6 points, but he does have 8 rebounds. He's 1 out of 2 so far from the line in this game.
Oh man,
This is short on the first.
yeah, does not have that lift.
Vigil only 57.7% from the charity stripe this year.
Yeah, and he's 1 out of 3 for this game. He got 2 out of 4.
86 to 78. Just like the late Joe Cantada liked to say, an eternity of basketball still remaining in this game.
Yep, haba pa to. Oh,
Vigil almost got the steal. The gamble did not pay off. But J. Mark Malyari could not make them pay on that 3-point shot that was wide open.
if they make good here, they'll be down only at least by 6. So that's a 2-possession game.
Let's see what Valenzuela has up their sleeve on this possession. Formento leans in, shot no good. He wanted a foul. Monje got in the middle of that passing lane. Instead, it ended up with J. Mark Malyari. No other red shirt went down on defense.
Right, everybody got frustrated with that low call on that side of the floor, and Sarangani just took advantage of it. Another steal.
Vigil gets stripped by Halyare, and Diputado is off to the races.
2 quick turnovers, 4 points off of it, gained by Sarangani. And you gotta take better care of the ball.
That's now 16 turnovers to their name para sa Magic sa laro na to. Vigil against Junji. Louis gets his own rebound. Battling there is J. Mark Malyari. Ball was on the floor. Formento knocks it down from 3-point cut 3.
That looked good. From the time that he caught that ball to the release, we knew that was going to go in.
That was blocked by Napes.
Run.
Valenzuela with the advantage. Formento leaves it for Monje. And that's 5 straight points for Val City. This is now just a 7-point lead, 90 to 83.
Yeah, and they got to continue defending and not turn the ball over.
Bringas, one-on-one against J.R. Alabanza. Monjes ready to help. There he goes. The double comes. And Bringas still goes up for the shot. Vigil has Formento on the right side. Vigil hangs in the air. He was blocked. Monje picks it up. Monje couldn't finish. No foul called. On the other side we go. Halyari leaves it for Halyare. Junji Halyare, basket and 1.
Oh boy.
Wow, what a sequence.
Yeah, they had numbers that side of the floor and couldn't take advantage of it.
Malyari left it for Junji Halyare. Nice adjustment to evade the defense of J.R. Alabanza.
Yeah, there's 5 of Valenzuela on the floor. They're gassed. I mean, everybody's got their hand on their knees. All these up and down, 20 points of turnovers already gained by Sarangani. And, you gotta stick with it. You want to win this one.
RV Bringas. Well, he's not the one who's going to be taking free throws here. Junji Halyare will be the one awarded the bonus, but our referees are trying to look at that last play.
Under what? Almost 3 minutes remaining. And you're down 9. This is still a possibility. You gotta stay the course if you're Val City. You still got John Formento, you've got JR Alabanza, you got Kyle Napes, you got Louis Vigil,
Pushing foul on number one,
very
Kyle
capable
Napes.
scorers.
That's his third foul, 13th foul for Val City.
Napes will be the one called for the personal foul. Take a look at what happened. So it was on the push, on the rebounds play.
Okay. Not on the drive?
There was no foul on the shot by Halyare. And that's why Sarangani will be keeping possession here. Halyare,
A
that
short.
one was blocked. Bringas fakes out Napes. He swatted away there by Kyle. Formento on the run. He has Alvarez on the left side. Formento goes all the way. Basket and one para kay John Formento.
And John Formento made sure he was not gonna give up that ball. He didn't want that same thing happening. And so he rushed in front, foot race and all, beat Diputado, goes glass for the finish.
He makes it a 7-point lead again. This is the lead they're staring at. 92-85. Coach John Calios making a change here. Bringas will come out para kay King Destacamento.
And Bringas also is tired from all the up and down. And King Destacamento and Coy Alves, those two pretty much can play the entire length of the floor.
What about John Formento? He certainly has carried this team on his shoulders.
Without a doubt, the many times that we've seen it. This guy is legit.
92-86. 2 minutes and 40 to play in this game.
You're gonna get a good stop.
Valenzuela is coming off a victory while Sarangani has not found a win in 7 games. This could be a big upset for the Gripper if they get their first victory tonight against the home squad.
That's a foul on Val City. That's a 4th on Kyle Napes. They're not yet in penalty, and so this will be a baseline out of bounds for Sarangani.
Halyare receives. Shot clock at 10. Monhe is on him. Eyeball to eyeball with Junji Halyare. Halyare fakes out Monhe again. And Halyare drains the jumper.
That's all just guts right there. I mean, hasn't been shooting the ball well, pero that confidence.
He's done that twice already tonight, Coach.
Yeah.
Junji Halyare with a big shot there for Sarangani.
Beyonce, Kita mo the one-on-one against Kobe Monhe. Nice fake, rose up, knocked it down.
What a shot to make it an 8-point lead once again. Ajera Labanza was fouled on the ensuing play. Alves will come out. RB Bringas will be back after just a short rest on the bench, barely 30 seconds on that Sarangani sideline. JR Alabanza, 13 points, 15 rebounds. Make that 14 right now. This is still very much possible for the Magic. Short on the second. And Monhe let that sail out of bounds because he knew that it was Sarangani who had last touch on the basketball.
Gotta make good here. Down only 7.
Formento pops out. Formento had to adjust. That one was short.
One more.
He gets it back. Formento knocks it down. Corner pocket 3 by John Formento.
If there's any doubt who's carrying this team right now, it's that man number 3, John Formento.
Never fear, number 3 is here. J. Mark Malyari on the ground. He has 3 red shirts trying to contest for possession with him.
Possession will remain with Sarangani here. Boy, what an effort.
Once again, John Formento with a hand in his face. Again, I say to that, never fear, number 3 is here.
Yep. And it's just the way yung mechanics ng tira niya, So it's well centered, got elbows in, and holds that follow through and follows that ball until it hits the rim.
He has now posted a new MPBL career high of 29 points. The previous was 27. But can Valenzuela get a stop? Diputado, he was spectacular in the third. That's a nice block, but Bringas is there. That's a shot clock violation against Sarangani. Valiant stand defensively for Valenzuela there.
Pero yung pasensya din ni JR Alabanza, you know, he never got tempted to put that hand down. He just waited for that shot to go upstairs and until that buzzer expired.
John Formento, a quick attack. Formento lost it, saves it to Monje. Alvarez.
This will be big.
The flyby. Alvarez for three!
Oh, wow. And that's all John Formento right there. You know, you could give that credit three to Lester Alvarez, but the presence of mind, he lost that ball, went for it, gave it up. Kobe Monje out to Lester Alvarez. Good fake, and that shot looked good from the time it released his hand.
Never crumbled under pressure. John Formento stayed calm and composed, saved that basketball, and Lester Alvarez, the former champion, getting it done from beyond the arc.
Para sa 100%'ong pag-unlad, para sa 100%'ong pagbabago, para sa 100%'ong paglilingkod, para sa 100%'ong Pinas.
50 tayo! 50 si MP! Hati mo, si Manny!
Sarangani Gripper finding themselves in the midst of a furious rally by the Val City Magic. They will be facing Binyan, Bulacan, and Abra in their next 3 games of the season.
Wow, and how about Val City after being down by as much as 17? Really coming back.
I'm sure a lot of people left them for dead already in this game. They were showing by their body language na parang nadidemoralize na talaga sila because they couldn't get anything going.
Right.
Just a few possessions ago, but look at the scoring this quarter, Coach, 29-15.
Huge turnaround right there by Val City.
94-93 here. Both teams in the penalty. Remember, Sarangani still without a victory. That's a quick foul given up by John Formento.
I'm not sure if he wanted to give up that foul.
Especially because there was only 5 seconds on the shot clock.
Right, and you know, both teams are already in penalty. Understand that every guy that you foul from here on in, you're going to send them to the free throw.
So J. Mark Magliani will be tested at the 15-foot line.
It's been perfect from the line though, 4 out of 4.
And Magliari this season, 73.3%. He knocks down the first. Sarangani as a team is 16 out of 23 in this game. Valenzuela is 11 out of 23. Magliari 6 for 6 from the free throw line, and he makes it 96-93. Coach Raymond Valenzuela this time calling for a ceasefire.
Para sa 100%'ong pag-unlad, para sa 100%'ong pagbabago, para sa 100%'ong paglilingkod, para sa 100%'ong Pinas.
50 tayo! 50 si MP! Hati mo, si Manny!
The Val City Magic coming down from as much as 17 points. Will be playing Muntinlupa on April 28, Imus on May 6, and the Rizal Centro Mall Golden Coolers 8 days after on May 14. The question now for Coach Raymond Valenzuela and his wards, can they finish the job here against Sarangani?
Well, they have to. They're playing at home, and you've got a really good game from John Formento.
Formento posting a new MPBL career high of 29 points in this one. His previous was 27. Out of the timeout, what can Valenzuela do here?
Elevator.
Formento for 3. No, sir.
Oh, it's wild. He was defended all the way.
I don't think they needed a 3.
Yeah, they didn't need a 3. I agree. So got a lot of time.
J. Mark Malyari calling out instructions. Malyari doesn't use the screen. The bounce pass to Destacamento. Back to J. Mark. 4 on the shot clock. Runner on the way.
Wow.
J. Mark Malyari makes it. 98 to 93. 42 seconds to go.
Gotta go score quick here for 2-for-1.
Formento into the lane. Pulls it back. Formento, no 3-point shot available. Monje was
Ooh.
blocked. Sarangani on the verge of their first victory. Malyari gives it up. King Destacamento with the score. That might just be the final nail in the coffin.
Wow. And how things have quickly shifted. After that timeout, they set up that little flare screen and that elevator action.
Look who got that block, coach. Junji Halyari.
Yeah.
He has had the number of Kobe Monje in this
Right.
game. And then the finish on the other side, Destacamento coming from J. Mark Malyari. And this was the previous basket.
Yep. And definitely, you know, they got beat defensively right there, and Sarangani was all over.
We'll take a short break, 23 seconds remaining.
Para sa 100%'ong pag-unlad, 15 si Manny. Para sa 100%'ong pagbabago, 15 si Manny. Para sa 100%'ong paglilingkod, 15 si Manny. Para sa 100% Pinas,
50 tayo! 50 si MP! Kahati mo, si Manny!
Commissioner Kenneth Remdes and Operations Head Emerson Areta. Just behind them is Security Chief, the Destroyer, Rudy Distrito. We're live from the West Arena in Valenzuela City at the Magic, trying to make one last-ditch effort. However, that's a miss coming out of the timeout by Lester Alvarez. And the Sarangani Gripper are 13 seconds away from their first win of the season here. Malyari will be fouled. I think Coach John Calles even wanted an unspo.
Boy.
Once again, coming to waste, Coach.
Yeah.
An impressive, a fantastic performance galing dito kay John Formento.
And we were talking about, you know, how much John has actually influenced the closeness of this game, especially in the latter part. But that forced 3, we both feel actually that, you know, could have been a different way of attack in that moment.
Malyari drains 2 free throws. He remains perfect at the line. 8 out of 8. And this game, Coach, might just be reminiscent to their game against the Basilan Viva Port Masters, talking about Valenzuela.
I agree. And, you know, just a stellar performance by John Formento. Couldn't come up with a win.
And J. Mark Malyari also getting a new career high in this game. 23 points para sa kanya, helping the Sarangani Gripper to their first win of the season. They now climb up to 1-7.
And just a huge comeback by Val City, which fell short. I felt that, you know, Charles Caliano was key in that rotation of the guards. Helped a lot.
He really brought a lot of minutes of rest to J. Mark Malyari. But this guy, Rev Diputado, he was the one responsible for that turnaround in the third quarter. At siya ang nakapagpababa sa moral ng Val City.
Yeah. At saka, while this really good performance of Diputado, you know, just credit to Charles Caliano as well, allowing Rev to swing over to the wing position and be a scorer instead of the point guard.
Our best player of the game brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. 1xBet, your choice, your victory. Fillmore game with 1xbet. 102-93, Sarangani getting their first win of the season. Rev Diputado is at courtside with Miss Lyra Punsalan.
I'm with the best player of the game, Advin Jess Diputado of the Sarangani Grippers. Advin Jess Diputado, congratulations on being the first best player for the first ever win of Sarangani Grippers. Nakatulong nga talaga yung team building na sinabi nyo kanina. And may I just ask, anong nag-motivate tayo to truly step up for the offense that eventually led for your first ever victory?
First of all, I would like to thank God for this win. Of course, sobrang saya na nakuha namin yung panalo namin, and I hope tuloy-tuloy na to, and nakatulong talaga yung team building namin nung Holy Week, and I hope tuloy-tuloy na yung panalo namin.
And ano yung personal vision mo naman to keep on aiming for wins for the team?
Siguro kailangan pa namin hard work sa practice and sa mga susunod na games, and I hope tuloy-tuloy na makuha namin yung panalo.
May mga gusto ka pa bang pasalamatan?
First of all, binabati ko yung family ko. First time nanood yung asawa ko, binabati ko. And Pagtalunan family, Diputado, mama, papa ko, tsaka mga kapatid ko. And Kambal, yun lang po. And sa mga coaches, and yun lang po.
Maraming salamat, Advin Jess Diputado of the Sarangani Grippers. Our best player of the game is brought to you by 1xbet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. 1xbet, your choice, your victory. Fillmore game with 1xbet. Happy and Coach Mike?
Maraming salamat, Lyra. Congratulations to Sarangani for getting their first victory of the season. They're now 1-7. Our games tomorrow happening at the Orion Sports Complex in Camalig, Bataan. At 4 o'clock p.m., the Basilan Viva Port Masters will be facing the Caloocan Batang Tangkalu. That's going to be a heavyweight matchup. At 6 o'clock p.m., the Mindoro Tamaraos face the Pampanga Giant Lanterns. And at 8 o'clock p.m. for our main game, the Bataan Risers defend their home floor against the still without a loss Muntinlupa Cagers. Maraming salamat sa pagdalo sa aming coverage dito sa West Arena in Valenzuela City. For my partner, Coach Mike Perez, and our courtside reporter, Ms. Lyra Punsalan, and for all the hardworking men and women of our production crew, this has been Javi Palanya saying good night from Valenzuela City. This has been the Mahardika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino.